Oh, I'd need to get out of the swing of taking these videos. So today is Wednesday, it is 8 o'clock and Pat is about to arrive with the van. He took it home overnight to clean it out and stuff like that, and it was kind of near his house, so we're going to come fast full of water because it doesn't take that long these days, and we're going to head off because this week is all about going back to school. Well guys, it's going to absolutely spill rain now in a minute. We're at our first school of the season. Quite a big school all the way around. There's the van. Pat is around the back. And Nathan is away. It would have been handy to have had him today, but he had plans and needed to go somewhere. So that's completely understandable. This isn't one of the worst ones and you can't see it, but some of the windows around the back here are absolutely sprayed with the paint. So whoever came painting here did a real good job on that. Yeah, so it's school season. We've got absolutely loads of schools to do over the next week. Every day is schools and it's gonna lash rain. So here the lads got on great while I was away. And it's all hands on deck this week. All good. Again, do not do this at home. But the glass on the school is really old. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going ahead of Pat with Unger scraper, a mop, and I'm literally just getting all the paint off. And again, this is older glass, so you can do this. If this was modern glass, you'd make absolute shreds of it and you'd scratch every bit of glass that's there. So again, going careful with this because that's what you have to do. So, but it will come up so much better with the paint off of it.
Think I can fly when I'm with you. My arms are wide, catching fire as the wind blows. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes, even if we're strangers till.
Going good now. I'm just going to get the ladders because if you can see that flat roof, there's a few windows up there to the gymnasium, and so I'm going to get up there and I'll probably just do them traditionally. I think there's only like 5 of them or something. But I suppose the lesson of today is that you don't know where you're going to get jobs from. Like this job, getting this school here, there's kind of 4 sides. Well, you can see the gymnasium at the very top there. This all came from doing a little old lady's windows, and I don't know if her daughter saw us on Facebook or how they got our number, but the house was small enough. There were old wooden windows and it was kind of a little bit out of town, so it wasn't the best job for us that day. But you just don't know where jobs are going to come from. You don't know who that next customer's relation, where they work, what contacts they have. So work comes from work. Work comes from, for instance, somebody actually stopped and because they saw the van. Now again, I'm kind of a little bit strategic about it. I have the van parked here. There's the church and that's the main street there. And that's the main street coming up. So again, I could have parked the van just there, but I didn't. So again, I parked it there so that if somebody is coming up the main street of Aughacliff, that they'll see the van in prominent view. And somebody saw the van. They have a big bed and breakfast, and they want to inquire about the price of doing carpets and as well about doing windows, but mainly carpets. So we have to give that quote to them today. So again, it just shows signage of van and stuff like that works, but more than that, putting yourself out there, doing every job, chatting, trying to build relationships wherever you go, because you just don't know what that might lead to. Well, we're nearly finished the school and it is 2:45. We have to go on and do another couple of houses that are in this area as well. but I'm just going out to the van to get the pads onto the end of one of our poles, because I don't know about getting the ladders in on that slippery floor. Even though we have pad to foot it, the windows aren't too bad, and I don't know, I just think that the pads over it might do a good job. I'll try it, and if not, we'll have to get in the ladder, but to be honest, I'd say the pads will do the job just fine. And I have the van here actually out on the road, and that is for even better signage. So it's 4:30, we're warm, it's a hot school, and but just as we're finishing, what I'm going to do is put these flyers, and this is the staff room. Now it's a bit messy, but I'm going to put them somewhere, maybe on the windowsill there. I might line them out just for the staff, because you know, maybe the staff live around here, or you know, these cost me 1.3 cents each.
I see $1 billion in your eyes, even if we're strangers till we die. I wanna run away. I wanna run away. Anywhere out this place. I wanna run away.
Really tired now. We're at this house and it's about 6:30, 6:45. But look at the views of the lake and stuff that these houses. Everyone, well, it is 20 to 8 and we're just home. Pat has just left. My family have gone away for the day doing bits and pieces, so it kind of wasn't too bad that way. So yeah, we got on really good. Loads of houses done after that, loads of work done. Tired now, go in, have some dinner and get the van ready for tomorrow with all the bits and pieces I need to do up tomorrow's list. The girls have emailed that, so I'll print that off to put in the van for tomorrow, and just kind of think about the kind of supplies that we're going to need to have. So all in all, it was a really good day, a long hard day, a lot of work done, a good bit of time spent on the phone organising as well, what day for what stuff and how much for certain jobs, and loads of quotes coming in at the moment, loads of people contacting us on our Facebook page. But here, there was another thing that I wanted to say to you, and there was a guy there doing floors in the school, and now we do floors as well, but there's a separate floor company in, and he was a little bit Mickey Mouse, he was a little bit unprofessional. We could tell that he was stretching the job out because he was taking so long to do stuff that if he wanted to fly through it, I'm sure he could get it done in a day, but instead he's making it last what seemed like the week. And because of that, they were trying to move stuff in, they were getting in his way, he was getting in the way of them, and the whole situation kind of didn't go very well. But he worked out of his car, which is kind of like a caravan sort of thing, no signage. And again, talking to him, it was kind of so enlightening about his business. Like he goes on referrals, customers, you know, referring their friends and relations, and that all works, and that all works great, and they are great referrals to get. But he does no advertising, no Facebook page, no advertising on his vehicle, and he was complaining about being quiet. So I suppose it's fine to complain. Well, it's never fine to complain, for full stop. But if you complain about being quiet and you're putting absolutely loads and loads of work into what you do, that's fair enough. But if you're hidden, like if you're a random car driving around the countryside and you're just relying on people to that word of mouth, or people to pass you on to their relations or neighbours or stuff like that, that is a really slow way to build business. And in the modern world, that will be eclipsed by people who are using Facebook, ad campaigns, or however. In the modern world, there's going to be less and less of neighbourly kind of thing, and more of social media driven marketing. Oh, and before I forget, I've eaten really healthily the last couple of days, and I'm having a lovely salad dinner again with a bit of meat. and some olive oil dressing and stuff, and it's really, really tasty, one of my favorites. So I've actually done really well over the last few days of eating healthy, and I think I'm on a bit of a health kick. I think I'm back on the wagon again, and that's all to do with mindset. So good night's sleeps, good food, exercise, trying to get yourself into the best place possible, and we perform the best then. So gonna try and keep it up.